Hi everybody, Ness Kim here. Thanks for joining again. Today I'm going to talk about colour. In the last video I spoke about different colours representing different essences. So if you have got a lot of natural essence in you, where you're feeling very attracted to your natural environment, obviously you're going to wear things that are more natural. You're going to wear things that have got a natural fabric, that move easily in a natural environment, and also you're going to look for colours that are representative of that natural environment. So greens and browns and beiges will be a lot of the colours you wear. Today I want to talk about how to self-analyse your colours and get them better than what any style analyst could do for you. It's not complicated and it's not about draping. So we can utilize AI now to really help us. It's not about putting a photo on ChatGPT either. It won't give you the right results for the most part. For some people it might, but for most people it won't. I want to go through with you and look at this. It's more advanced. So if it's too challenging for you, I'm sorry. You might think it's quite easy actually. I do think it's pretty easy. But if you go onto colorwise.me, and this is not a sponsored video, but if you go onto colorwise.me, when you get onto the home page, you'll be able to upload your photo and then click on your skin, hair and eye colors, and it will tell you what season you are. But we're not going to do that today because I don't think that's accurate. If your photos are slightly different in lighting, if you click on different parts of your hair or your skin and so on, you'll get different results. One result might be autumn, the next result might be summer, and so on. I don't think it's good enough. But there's another part I've been working on over the last couple of years on this colorwise.me site, and I've worked out some really advanced techniques on how you can use it and get the spot on colors. So basically what I want you to do is go into the top of colorwise.me's website page and you'll see a menu bar, and click on that menu bar to find picture to palette. Now it'll be slightly different if you're on an iPad to a phone, but you've got to look for the menu where it says picture to palette. Now once you've done that, you can upload your favorite picture. And basically what I would like you to do is to find a picture of your favorite color top. So something that people always comment on when they see you in it, but also something that you just know, you know that this is the best color for you. Now, if you're at the stage in your color journey where you really don't even know if there's a fantastic color for you, then go out to the stores or order some inexpensive things online and choose a whole lot of different colors and try them on. But I'm assuming for this exercise that you do know at least one or two colors that look fantastic on you. Now, this is very important because what we're doing is we're going from your inner knowing to the analysis of your colors. Now this is very different to a seasonal analysis where if it's just winter, spring, autumn and summer, they're going to look for some basics about your hair, skin and eyes. And if it's where you've got the 16 seasons or the 12 seasons, there's going to be a further breakdown of all of those colors, so that autumn might be softened, it might be bright, or it might be dark. Okay. Come here. Come here. Come here. Don't worry. Oh, sweet little girl, a little worried, weren't you, my darling? Oh my goodness me. You're okay now. You can imagine there's billions of people in the world, and basically, you can get some analysts that will do a tailor-made thing for you, and we're talking about probably $600 to $1,200 for the analysis. And will it even be perfectly right? In some cases it may, in some cases it may not. I've had colour analysis done many times. I've had different seasons. I've been told I'm a soft summer, I've been told I'm a soft autumn, I've been told that I'm a cool summer, I've been told that I'm a winter, and I've also been told that I am in another system, a type 1, which is more spring. So there's always these different analyses and they have these different parameters. But what we're going to do today is not look at that. We're going to look at something a little bit, which seasonal colour is made up of, but if you want to tailor make your colours, this is the way that you do it. So go on to Picture to Palette and upload your photo. Now what you're going to find is automatically a whole lot of colours are going to come up under your photo. What's happening is AI is picking out all the colours in the photo. So now if I was to do a Picture to Palette photo from this scene, then the green would be in there, the colour of the water, my hair, my eyes, my skin, my colour of my top would all be in this picture in terms of the colours. But now what I want you to do is just delete those colours, and then you'll see a little circle that you can move to what you want to look at. So for me, I would want to look at my hair and my top and maybe my skin. And these would be the colours that I'm going off right now. So let's say I'd have 3. So what I would then do is I would click Create. So as you can see now, it has created your picture with the 3 colours around it. And now you're able to look down further. If you scroll down further, you can see 3 bars. Now the top bar is what you call hues. These are all the colours of the rainbow. The second bar is the soft, that is the maximum amount of grey. And then if you move the cursor all the way to the right, that is the purest of colour. So a pure hue. So you are either going to range, you're going to range somewhere on that bar in terms of how much grey is actually in your colour versus how pure it might be. And then the third bar you're going to see has got dark going to black on the left, and on the right it's going to white. So this is going to tell you how much darkness or lightness is in your palette. You need to look at is the level of grey in your colours or the level of pure colour versus the level of dark or light in your colour. Once you have that right, it's a matter of choosing the colours that you love. So all that matters is that you get the right amount of grey and you get the right amount of dark or light. So now I want you to go over to these 3 colours that have come from your photo and click on your top colour, the colour that you've chosen for your top. Now scroll back down to these bars again, and you can actually see that there is a certain level of grey in that colour, and there's a certain level of dark or light in that colour. Now that is, if this is a good colour on you, this is going to be the basis of all your colours. So now you can test this out. Maybe you've got 3 or 4 different favourite colours and you can try it out and you can see. Don't do this with your lights. Don't do it with black or cream or white. Just do it with colours. Now you'll see where you sit in terms of these bars. So for me, I sit in the middle with the amount of grey in my colour, and I sit in the middle in terms of the amount of dark or light in my colour. So I'm medium in both. I can also then click on my hair colour and see, does this sort of align with the colours that I'm choosing in terms of the grey and in terms of the dark and light? So in terms of the second bar and the third bar, does my hair match what my top was? Now you might find that your hair's slightly lighter or darker than that, and that would be your range. And you might also find that with the grey. It might be slightly more to the left or slightly more to the right, and that would be your range of where you'd find the best colours for yourself. And you can do that with your skin as well. Now once you've done that, you can then go back up to the top bar and you can start creating more colours for your palette, your personalised colour palette. Now, no seasonal chart is going to be this personalised. We are all individuals, so if you need to move that cursor slightly to the left or right, you're going to find that it's going to be more personalised for you. Now we're going to the top bar and we're going to move that bar across to find all the colours that fit in to your ideal range of pure or grey, or which we call soft, or dark or light and light. So as I move across this bar, you can see different colors coming up. So let's start off with this color. You can see that a certain color's coming up on that. Now if I like that color, I'm just going to add it, and it's going to be in the perfect range for me. And then you're going to go to the next color and do the same thing. And so on. So you just keep going. Now there might be, as you get to the right hand side of the hues, you might find that you may not like that pink. You know, you might say it fits in with this system, but I don't like the color. And that's where you start to see whether you like to wear more warm or cool colors. They'll start coming up for you as, no, I don't like that color. And the thing is that you know it. And no analyst is going to know that. That's just going to be done on a template. It's not going to take into consideration what you like. Now, I'd seen a video on a hairdresser once where a woman asked for a particular haircut. And he said, no, I won't do it. And she said, why? I love it. He said, it's not about what you love. It's about what suits you. I was so gobsmacked because it assumes that we won't love what suits us. And that has always been for me the most important thing, that I must love it and it must suit me. And there is going to be that perfect palette for you where you love it and it suits you. And this will be the way that you can get there. And I can assure you, if you do this, you will love your palette. It will be based on what you love, but it's also based on your colorings, so it will suit you. Now you can take this even further by moving the bar slightly to the left or the right based on what we said were your parameters of your hair and skin. And then you can keep creating colors so that you might be getting some lighter colors as well and some darker colors in your palette. Because if, for example, you're like me, where you're medium, then most of the colors I'm going to pick are going to be medium. But then I want some a little bit darker for my pants, and I want some a little bit lighter for a top or for a bag or something like that. So I'm going to have a range there, and that'll work within. And then I can choose and really look at my wardrobe and see if those colors are a bit too light or a bit too dark, and then I can decide for myself as to my range. You know, it's a work in progress. Then you can scroll down. Once you've got this circle of colors, you can scroll down and you can click on the little eye. And if you click on that and then move back up to the circle of colors, you'll be able to see how that one color looks with your face and it looks with your skin. Now you've still got to go and test this out with your own clothes. And, you know, go shopping, go try on different things, take your phone, screen save this, and then take it and compare the color and see if it matches and see if it works. Because we've got to theoretically do it, but then we've got to test it out to see if it actually works for us as well. And I think you will find it will work. For the most part, it will work. I'll be very interested for you to tell me, if you do this, what you think and whether it's working well for you in the comments below. I'll come back to it again later and tell me, because I absolutely love it. I would never go and get any style analysis done now. I'm not saying you should never do that. I'm not saying let's not support the style analysts. They all do a great job, but they're all working within a system, and the system is not personalized enough. And if you do go too personalized, it costs a fortune and it's still not guaranteed to be right. And you do know, once you get your eye in and you understand the level of grey in you, or the level of clarity in you, or the level of dark and light in you, you will never get it wrong. And you will be able to assess things even just by looking at them. It will become that amazing. And you will always look fantastic, because colour on somebody looks incredible if they get it right. So I hope this has helped. Take care, and next week I think I'll go back to the essences with the landscapes and the architecture. Take care. Bye.